You know that moment when you stand in front of your closet and nothing feels quite right anymore? Not because your style disappeared, but because you've changed. Your body, your taste, your rhythm, it's evolved. And yet so much of fashion still whispers, dress like you used to. Well, I say let's dress for who we are now. Women with stories, strength, softness, and absolutely zero time for uncomfortable waistbands. In today's video, I'm not just showing you skirts. I'm sharing pieces that understand your body, your lifestyle, and your desire to feel beautiful without trying too hard. If you've ever wondered, what still looks good on me? Or, can I still pull that off? This one's for you. Let's find not just what fits, but what feels like you. Number 1, A-line skirt, balance and confidence. Let me tell you a little secret. Whenever I open my closet and feel unsure, maybe I'm running late, maybe I'm just not in the mood to style anything, I reach for my A-line skirt every single time because it always works. No thinking required. Why is that? The A-line skirt is like the best kind of friend. It doesn't compete with you. It doesn't try too hard. It simply supports you, gently highlighting what's lovely and gracefully skimming past what you'd rather not emphasize that day. It defines the waist without suffocating it. It gives the hips room without making them disappear. It adds movement without shouting for attention. And at this stage of life, isn't that what we want from our clothes? Quiet confidence, ease, presence. What about you? Have you ever worn something that made you feel more like yourself without effort? Let me know in the comments. What's your go-to piece on days when you want to look polished but not overdone? The beauty of the A-line skirt is that it's endlessly adaptable. For brunch with friends, pair it with a tucked-in blouse and soft flats. Strolling through a museum or art gallery, try a lightweight cardigan and a crossbody bag. Running errands but still want to feel pulled together? A simple tee, some sneakers, and an A-line in a neutral tone can do wonders. You can dress it up with a pearl earring and a silk scarf, or dress it down with a denim jacket and loafers. It never fights you, it simply works with you. But don't just think of it as flattering. That's an overused word. The A-line skirt is balancing. It creates harmony in the silhouette, especially if your proportions have shifted a little with time. And whose haven't? Here's a question I love asking. Do your clothes fit? Or do they flow with your life? The A-line skirt flows. That's the difference between looking nice and feeling whole. And if you're rebuilding or refreshing your wardrobe after 60, this is where I'd suggest you begin. Not with trends, not with what magazines push, but with a single A-line skirt that makes you walk a little taller, breathe a little easier, and say, yes, this is still me. Number 2, pleated midi skirt, movement and poetry. There's something truly magical about the way a pleated midi skirt moves. It doesn't just follow your steps, it dances with them, softly, quietly, elegantly. Whenever I wear mine, I feel like I'm in a gentle conversation with the world. The pleats catch the light, they respond to every shift in movement. And suddenly, a regular day, grocery shopping, a quick lunch, or even just walking the dog feels a little more poetic. And I have to ask, when was the last time your outfit made you feel beautiful in motion? Not done up, not overdressed, just naturally graceful, as if your clothes were an extension of your mood. That's the power of the pleated midi. It's the skirt that reminds us that elegance doesn't have to be stiff or structured. In fact, its magic lies in the balance. Structured folds that still flow. And isn't that exactly what aging gracefully is about? Holding shape, but staying soft. Let's talk real-world wearability. The pleated midi is ideal for days when you want to feel elevated but relaxed, garden parties or cafe dates, even moments of solitude, where you just want to feel at ease in your own skin. Pair it with a fine knit sweater in cooler months or a short-sleeved blouse when the sun's out. Don't be afraid to tuck, belt, or knot your top. It helps define the waist and lets the pleats do their thing. And shoes. Think feminine but grounded. Kitten heels, ankle boots, or even sleek pointed flats. Now let's talk fabric. Chiffon, silk, soft polyester blends. Anything with a light drape works beautifully. Avoid anything too stiff. It kills the flow. Color-wise, a soft pastel, a muted floral, or even a subtle metallic can make your pleated skirt feel like a secret you're quietly letting the world in on. So here's a question for you. If your wardrobe told a story, what chapter would your pleated midi skirt be? Is it the chapter of rediscovery, of calm confidence, of reawakening elegance? Because here's the truth. Style isn't about standing out anymore, it's about feeling aligned. And a well-chosen pleated midi skirt doesn't just flatter your shape, it speaks your rhythm. So next time you're unsure what to wear, try this. Slip into a pleated midi and go for a walk, even just around your living room. Let it swish. Let it sway. Then tell me in the comments, did you feel different? Because I bet you did. Number 3, bias cut skirt. Femininity without effort. There's a kind of elegance that doesn't ask for attention. It just is. And that's exactly how I describe the bias cut skirt. It doesn't cling. It doesn't squeeze. It just flows like you're wearing confidence, not fabric. For those who don't know, a bias cut means the skirt is cut diagonally across the fabric grain, allowing it to drape in a way that gently hugs the body. Not in a tight, restrictive way, but in a graceful, natural way. Think of it as a soft echo of your silhouette, subtle, fluid, and endlessly flattering. Personally, I reach for a bias cut skirt when I want to feel feminine without feeling dressed up. Maybe it's a coffee date, a bookstore visit, a late afternoon with nowhere to be but still wanting to feel like myself. And the best part? It does all the work. You just step in and suddenly your posture shifts, your movement slows, and you feel elegant. Have you ever worn something that made you feel beautiful, even on an ordinary day? Tell me about it in the comments. Those are the pieces we should hold on to. Let's talk fabrics. Bias cut skirts shine in materials like satin, silk, crepe, or even a soft jersey. They're best when the fabric has a little weight to it, not stiff, but enough to glide instead of cling. And if you're worried about it being too revealing, just choose a matte finish or a double-lined version. There's always a way to adapt elegance to comfort. Styling tip. Since the skirt has so much fluidity, balance it with a more structured or fitted top. A tucked-in blouse, a cropped cardigan, or even a slim-fit turtleneck can anchor the look beautifully. For shoes, I love a soft ballet flat, a low heel, or even a minimalist sandal. The goal is to complement the skirt's motion, not compete with it. And color. Bias cut skirts are especially gorgeous in neutrals like champagne, olive, or soft gray. But don't be afraid to try something unexpected. A muted rust, a forest green, even a navy satin can be breathtaking. Here's something I truly believe. As we age, softness becomes our strength. And a skirt that mirrors that softness, without losing shape, becomes a symbol of who we are becoming. Relaxed, confident, and completely at ease in our own skin. So let me ask you, do you feel like your wardrobe reflects your current self? Or the woman you used to be? Because fashion at this age isn't about reclaiming youth. It's about refining identity. And a bias cut skirt? It's not there to impress anyone else. It's there to remind you that you're still allowed to feel magnetic, still allowed to glide through your day with grace, still allowed to turn heads, quietly. Number 4, tailored pencil skirt. Let's be honest, not every skirt flows, some stand firm, and sometimes that's exactly what you need. Enter the tailored pencil skirt. It's structured, it's sleek, it's quiet power in fabric form. I don't wear my pencil skirt every day, but when I do, it's on purpose. It's the piece I reach for when I want to walk taller, sit straighter, and speak with calm authority. It doesn't shout for attention, it earns it. Do you have a power piece in your wardrobe? Something that instantly shifts your energy the moment you put it on? Share it in the comments. I'd love to know what makes you feel in charge of your day. Now let's talk about why the pencil skirt works so well, even or especially after 60. First, structure. At this stage in life, our bodies may be softer, and there's nothing wrong with that. But a pencil skirt frames you. It creates shape. It brings back definition. Without denying reality, it says, I've lived, I've earned this body, and I know exactly how to dress it. Look for a pencil skirt with a bit of stretch, just enough to move comfortably but never cling. Mid-rise or high-waisted styles tend to be the most flattering, especially paired with a soft blouse tucked in or a slim sweater layered on top. And don't worry, fitted doesn't mean tight. The beauty of tailoring is that it's precise, not restrictive. A skirt that follows your natural shape, just enough, is far more elegant than one that hides it. Here's a styling tip. Balance the pencil skirt structure with softness up top. Try a lightweight cashmere cardigan, a silk scarf at the neck, or even a flowy blouse in a pastel tone. This contrast, firm plus fluid, is where modern elegance really lives. Now, let's talk versatility. A pencil skirt isn't just for offices, though it's brilliant there too. Wear it to a gallery opening, a dinner out, or a community event. Try it monochrome. Navy on navy, beige on beige, for a modern, minimalist look, or go classic. Houndstooth, tweed, even a subtle plaid. Quick question. Have you ever avoided pencil skirts because you thought they were too corporate or too tight? Try one in a knit blend or pont fabric. They mold to the body with far more forgiveness and comfort. At the end of the day, the pencil skirt isn't about formality. It's about presence. It reminds you that you're allowed to be seen, allowed to be structured, and still stay completely feminine. And maybe that's the real takeaway. You can be soft and still strong. You can be graceful and still grounded. You can be elegant and still command a room. Number 5, wrap skirt. Adaptability and self-acceptance. Some garments don't just fit the body, they meet you where you are. That's how I feel about the wrap skirt. It's not just a piece of clothing, it's a gesture of flexibility, of softness, of saying, let's dress for today's version of you. The beauty of a wrap skirt lies in its adaptability. Gained a little weight, lost a little? No need to squeeze or settle, just adjust the tie. Done, it moves with you. Rather than asking you to conform, that to me is the very definition of self-acceptance. Tell me honestly, have you ever held on to clothes hoping they'd fit again someday? I used to do that too, but then I realized, why wait for a future version of myself when I could dress the woman I am now? Beautifully, comfortably, confidently? The wrap skirt makes that possible. It creates a lovely diagonal line across the body. Slimming, lengthening, graceful. It flatters the waist without squeezing it. And if it's cut well, it won't flap open in the wind or come undone when you sit. Trust me, those details matter. Styling ideas for a relaxed weekend, pair it with a tucked-in tank top and an open linen shirt. For something more polished, go with a blouse in soft silk and a low heel. Add a brooch or a simple pendant, something personal. And you're ready for a cafe, a stroll, even a spontaneous dinner. Wrap skirts also work in every fabric mood. A cotton wrap for warm weather, a wool blend in autumn, a satin or crepe version for a quiet evening out in the patterns? Don't hold back. Wrap skirts shine in florals, stripes, even bold prints, because they never feel too much. The tie detail softens everything, but here's what I love most. Every time I tie the knot, it feels symbolic, like I'm choosing myself that day. Choosing comfort and style, choosing to listen to my body instead of fighting it. So I'll ask you this. When you dress each morning, are you choosing ease or trying to meet some old idea of appropriate? The wrap skirt reminds us, elegance doesn't have to be fixed. It can shift, it can flex, just like us. And perhaps that's the message we all need in this season of life. You don't have to fit into anyone else's shape anymore. Not in fashion, not in identity. You get to wrap yourself in what serves you today. Number 6, soft maxi skirt. Ease and quiet glamour. There's a kind of luxury that doesn't sparkle, it doesn't shout, it just flows quietly, and the soft maxi skirt is exactly that. When I wear one, I don't feel like I'm dressed up. I feel like I've slipped into peace. Soft maxi skirts are effortless. The hem brushes the ankle. The fabric sways gently with each step. It doesn't cling or demand attention. And yet, it turns heads with its calm presence. Have you ever worn something that made you feel both comfortable and elegant at the exact same time? That's what a good maxi does. It's perfect for travel days, evening walks, dinner on the patio, or simply when you want your clothes to feel as unhurried as your mindset lets talk fabric. Look for soft rayon, cotton voile, or even a silk blend. Anything with a gentle drape. Avoid stiff maxi skirts. They can overwhelm the frame. The goal is whisper soft movement, not volume. Personally, I love wearing mine with a tucked linen shirt and delicate earrings. Sometimes I'll add a straw hat and flat sandals, especially on warm days when structure feels like too much. Maxis also give you freedom. Freedom to sit cross-legged, to walk confidently, to live unbothered. No tugging, no shapewear, no compromise. And for cooler months, add tights underneath and pair it with a chunky sweater and boots. It becomes cozy elegance, without losing grace. Quick reflection. As we age, many of us look for comfort. But why settle for comfort alone when you can also feel quietly stunning? The soft maxi skirt doesn't scream fashion. It whispers confidence. It says, I know who I am, I don't need to prove it. So, here's a thought for you. When was the last time your clothes made you feel free? What's one skirt you've retired and why? Let's share in the comments. Your story might help another woman let go of something that no longer serves her. Here's the truth no one says loudly enough. Style doesn't end at 60, it begins again. But this time, you're the editor. No trends to chase, no rules to obey, just a wardrobe that finally, feels like it fits your life. So whether you reach for that align, that wrap, or even something you thought you'd never wear again, let it be your choice, not your compromise. If this video gave you ideas or courage, I'd love to hear about it. Tell me in the comments which skirt style speaks to who you are now, and if you're still figuring it out, that's okay too. You're not late, you're right on time. Hit like if you felt seen today. Subscribe if you're ready to keep rewriting the rules of aging, one outfit at a time. You've earned the right to wear whatever makes you feel most you. And I'm just glad we're on this style journey together.